Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. And if you are a bigot, well, I mean, that's time for some character reflection, I think. Anyway, though, brand new day. Not just a brand new day, but a brand new day in which I got things done early. Partly because I just felt that way, and partly because I needed to go get a blood draw. And while I wasn't sure at first where to go, I remembered, oh, I should probably go to the lab. So I went to the lab, and yeah, that's exactly where I was supposed to go. I've gotten blood draws there before. I don't know why I had any confusion. And they stuffed a needle into my arm and then squeezed out some of my blood, and then they let me go. And the reason I had this twofold. Number one, I didn't realize this at the time, but when I went in at the beginning of my blood pressure issues, the doctor there wanted to get a labs. But then the last time I talked to my doctor, he told me that he tried to get me to see the oncology people as to what's going on with my anemia, because I have iron-resistant anemia, etc., but it's not so bad that I need to get like a vitamin K shot. Obviously, I'm making a hemoglobin. It's just that I don't have enough red blood cells, and so the red blood cells I have are mega packed with iron because they have to do an extra job. We don't know why. And so, blood draw for the oncology people so that they can take a look. Now, when we say oncology, which is cancer and such, do I really think it's anything horrible? No. I've been anemic my whole life. I chewed ice as a teenager, and when you crave chewing ice, oddly enough, that's what happens when you're anemic. You crave ice and you chew it. Why? Who knows? But that's one of the things. So I've been anemic my whole life, and in fact, I know this too because various blood draws through the decades, I've always been anemic. But it's never been so bad that aside from giving me iron, that anything's needed to be done. And the thing about the iron, of course, is I've taken the iron and then they've taken my blood and checked it, and it's still the same. I'm still anemic. So, yeah, I got the blood draw though, and now I'm back. And it is 2:14 in the afternoon because I went out for walkies. And as I stopped in at the community center to talk to my case manager, and I told him about the ADHD posting I had seen, one post about it, where it said there's two types of thought processes when you have ADHD. Number one is I have a very, very simple task to do, but I have an appointment in 4 hours, so I can't get anything done. Or B, I've got a 5-hour project that I need to get done. I'll just get it done before work tomorrow morning. And yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, why I was talking about that to hear, aside from, once again, what I was thinking about and talking about is gone. ADHD brain. I forget about what I'm talking about as I am talking about it. That's pretty fun and special. Now, I do have some things written down, plus I have some things here that I wanted to re-show off. This one I wanted to talk about just because I still want to play it. It is a single dungeon crawl. Your characters do not get better after your adventure. You've gone into the dungeon, and when you either die, end of your adventure, or you make it to the end, and then it's done. But because it's random, you don't have to say, oh, I've finished it if you win, because there's random win points. Excuse me. thing is, you can get things like this in just PDF form if you go to places like Drive Through RPG. Because I showed off in notebook form, there is a game very, very similar to this, Qurtuba. Qurtuba takes place in medieval Al-Andalusia, something like that. It's and you're going into the ancient ruins to find a Quran, and so it's all sorts of really cool stuff. And the thing is, it's very medievally accurate, aside from the magic and stuff, in that real people, real time frames, real city, real nation. So I butchered the name because I'm that way, but it's all real stuff. But you can get that also off Amazon. You can get this in PDF form, I think, but you can also get some of these things in print form. This was like $6, I think, and Qurtuba is like 10 if you want it on Amazon. And I just wanted to mention that because, hey. And then up here, here's something I'm going to talk about that also ties in with having ADHD. Also very common with ADHD and depression is something called rejection sensitivity, which is any sort of rebuff, because all of our wiring is just, it has to be used efficiently. Lines of emotional pain and physical pain run along the same circuitry. So whenever you're hurting and you feel physical pain, that you're feeling your mental pain is physical stuff because they run across in the same wiring, the same pathways, the same neural pathways. Rejection sensitivity is just, you really take to heart and you really feel any rejection like physical pain. And I know I have issues with rejection sensitivity. Here's the paradox of rejection sensitivity, though. Like a lot of things, rejection sensitivity can be lowered through exposure. But since you feel all of this stuff as physical pain, and it hurts extra mentally, and human beings, we are set up to avoid pain and seek pleasure, or at least a neutral state, as opposed to a pained, hurting state. So if you have rejection sensitivity and you aren't aware of what rejection sensitivity is, or that you have it, as I didn't for like 60 years, you're going to be avoiding painful situations. So you're going to be avoiding exposure, which means it never gets down to be less painful because you've been avoiding exposure, and exposure is what drives it down, so it stays up here. Well, it hurts. So any kind of rejection, whether it makes sense or not, is painful. So I'm just going to let it go with saying, when I look at the views on my videos, sometimes, rejection sensitivity, I hate it. But at least I understand what's happening and I can laugh. Do I wish I had more people watching my videos? Yes, of course. For a monetary situation? No. I mean, I wouldn't turn up my nose at getting paid more, but just so that people hear me more. Am I able to make the changes necessary to adapt to the current YouTube environment? I am not able to. So is there any wonder that my views are falling? Problem is, of course, another big thing that's happening is the big rush towards AI being everything. And I like tech, and I like AI as it is. The generative AI and large language model stuff, I don't like that stuff. And it is doing immeasurable harm out there in the world right now, both physical and mental. Physical is in destroying the environment. Mental is in, well, go online and search out people that look upon ChatGPT as having gained sentience and being a god. So, just thought I'd mention that. Now on to After that, I wanted to mention once again the game Dungeon Runner, because I wanted to show you real quick what it's like. Like, you take your character, and I'm not going to do combat or anything. I'm just going to draw some cards so you can see. I'm just checking how this is going because my camera was on the display freaking out over the reflections. But you draw a card, and then you look at the card, and then you resolve it. Oh, pot of gold. You have 5 inventory slots. Gold takes up one of them. You can put an infinite amount of gold into that slot. So I would just put this into the gold slot in my backpack. Then I draw another card. And we look at that. Oh, it is a, come on, focus, Sacred Wanderer. Send a bag of gold to oblivion to send a curse to oblivion. Hero may do this as many times as they can afford. That's very good because you can get curses and such. So thumbs up on a card like that. And then you would just hang on to that one, or not hang on to that. You have to take care of it right there. And then you draw another card. Now, oh, this is an Elf-Bane Dwarf. Now, you see the stats on the side? Ignore all elf abilities. This is a companion. You can have 2 companions. Because that says ignore all elf abilities, any extra stuff that the elves can do, gone. And if you're going to take a hit, your companion may take it for you. Problem is, of course, you can see this fellow's only got 1 hit point. So we set that one next to our card, and we draw another one. Oh, well, this is another dwarf, another card, another companion. Now I have 2 of them, a Dwarven Avenger, +1 to my 2 wound armor class against goblins. So I put that next to my character, and I draw the next card. Oh, this is a battle of Muck Elf. Now you see, normally it is Swirling Mist or Darkness is in play. Muck Elf gains initiative, but that one guy's card gets rid of elf abilities. So even if this other card they talk about's in play, no, they don't. But you roll. This is what they roll to attack you. Come on, you can do it. This is what they roll to attack you plus a d10. This is how they defend plus a d10. And this is how many hit points they have. They just take 1 hit, they're dead. So let's just say we do that and they die. So now we just draw another card. And it's another bag of gold. And it goes on like that until you've run through the entire top deck. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Not that hard. It's easy to do, and it can also be deadly. Like, this deck is deadly. I need to get the medium, expert, and then the other ones to see what they do, because if they just make the numbers bigger. So I imagine they're doing more than that. We shall see. Oh, burp. Now I have to close something because it was going through a spelling check, and then roll back down to what I was looking at before, which is I play an internet game of Marco Polo where I call out a secret word and listen to see if anyone calls it back. And people call it back by entering that secret word into the comments because 2 reasons. Number 1, blatant engagement farming. Oh my God, just to show the YouTube algorithm my channel isn't exactly dead and people do watch the videos. And number 2, I'm listening to see if anybody out there is going to call back from the void. It's nice to know that people are actually out there. Thumbs up, thank you, it is appreciated. The people that played were Jesse Koskinen. Thumbs up, thank you, greatly appreciated as always. And I sincerely hope that the Switch 2 is working out really, really good for you. Because I'm generally negative, just get a bunch of negative news about hardware and software, and so I've only seen the people complaining about its side. So I sincerely hope that it is everything that it's supposed to be. We have Sir Schmuckle. Thumbs up and thank you. Whenever you can comment is fine. It is always good to see you in the comments whenever and however you can do it. I understand how life goes. Do not worry. We have I Am on the Net. Thumbs up and thank you for being so. Definitely a good thing. There is Chris. Thumbs up, thank you. Larry from Space 1856, which once again, Larry from Space 1856 reminds me of Space 1886, that decades old role playing game by, God, who did that? It was like FGW, and I can't even remember what that stands for anymore. Anyway, though, thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. And hey, call to action time if you could like, comment, share, subscribe. That would be very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. And of course, each and every one of my Patreon patrons, you are beautiful and awesome people. Definitely appreciated on this side. You help out this older man very, very much. And all that help is appreciated to no end. Thumbs up and thank you. To everybody that leaves me comments, you too are beautiful and awesome in your own way. I read as many comments as YouTube shows me. Thumbs up every one that YouTube lets me, and answer as many as my nerve compression will allow me to, which isn't as many as I would like, but I answer a lot more than probably is smart. Thumbs up on that. Can take me up to 24 hours to answer, so if you want an answer, keep checking back, and if you don't want an answer, don't check back. I may answer you anyway, so thumbs up. But past that, I'm going to edit, render, upload, and take care of myself for the rest of the day, and that's a very good thing. And if you have watched this far, if you could type resist into the comments for, once again, 2 reasons: blatant engagement farming, and the second reason, of course, is anyone calling back from the void? Always nice when somebody does. Again, it is not, I'll even put the word up here, it is not a requirement for anybody to do this. If you do not wish to play, if you do not wish to play, no harm, no foul. You're not required to. I wouldn't force anybody to do so, even if I had the power. Consent is important, even in something as silly as this. But for everybody that does choose to play, thumbs up, thank you. It is appreciated very, very much. So yes, I'm going to edit, render, upload, as stated, take care of myself by doing things like trying to read through and play a game of Decade. Because while I'm having, of course, my executive and dysfunction issues, I've been able to push through them more than usual, which is one of those reasons I'm thinking of trying to take that one mild blood pressure med 3 times a day instead of 2 times a day. It's a mild BP med. Anyway, though, hopefully you can get done all the things that you would like to get cut. I can English, honestly and truly. Hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done. That would be very, very cool. But of course, if not, please do not beat yourself up. You do deserve better than that. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Tomorrow I do hope to maybe speak more on my creative stuff again. Talk about, I'm kind of talked out. Talked a lot about Utak, because Utak is a very complex character. But I want to keep things in mind, so even though I talked about this one a couple of years ago on my channel, I think I'm going to try and go back over the Dempty family with Jacob and Monica Dempty and their 3 adult children, Barb, Ness, and Annie. Anyway, you take care, and I will talk to you later. So I need to click on this so I can reach over and click on this.